What am I reading here? Maple Leafs plays goalie Murray on LTIR. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. No, wait. Why am I surprised? Why am I surprised? I said this was going to happen, and lo and behold, it only took a game and a few practices, and it's happened. Ugh. This trade never made any sense, but anyway. Oh boy. Way to go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Ryan from Seaway Sports Lounge, and I'm hoping everyone's having a great weekend. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Sens, the Leafs, in Game 3. This first time they're meeting. We're going to go over, of course, the Leaf news that just happened today. Then after that, we're going to break down the game as I always do. I like to go through each period, kind of give a brief explanation of what happened. And then after that, I'm going to go through my takeaways of what I saw and what I think. So with that, let's just get right into it. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is Maple Leaf news this morning. And boy. Oh my God. Here we go. As always, here it is. The news that I knew was going to happen, of course. I said this in previous videos. The when has occurred. Matt Murray has been placed on long-term injuries reserve due to an abductor injury. Anyway, I guess this morning he was practicing and he complained of groin discomfort. Gated off. He talked to the coaches. Then he went and got checked out. And sure enough, he's actually got an abductor injury. And he is going to be out for 4 weeks at least. So they put him on LTIR and they decided to call up Eric Kallgren on an emergency basis to back up Samsonov tonight. Anyway, it's exhausting, I'll be honest, but I mean, we all knew an injury was going to happen. It's happened, and now we got to see how this all plays out. So anyway, here's hoping Samsonov can hold up, of course, and I believe he can. But anyway, that's the big news today. So as I said, they played the Senators. First meeting the Senators, of course, tonight. It's obviously a new looked Senators, or a more of a stabilized Senators. They ended up signing a lot of their key players to long-term deals, added a few players to their team. Claude Giroux, for instance, was a big name, and Brincat was another through trade. Anyway, so basically they now have a bit of a better offense. So the Maple Leafs get to see that tonight. So the good news is that the Maple Leafs won 3-2. They outshot the Sens 32-28. Very good outing for both teams. Toronto looked good, of course, looked very, very strong. Sens had their moments, but no, they won. Toronto took care of it. Samsonov obviously started his second in a row with the Matt Murray injury. So anyway, he looked all right as well. He looked really good. Period one, they had their chances. Leafs started to play rather well. It was a bit of a slower start. They had tough time scoring goals. Actually, they didn't score any goals in that period. They outshot them 13-11, so that's good news. Anyway, it turns out Shane Pinto at 9:09 on the power play scored for the Senators from the point. It came from Giroux and Jake Sanderson. They went into 1-0 into the intermission. Basically, that's what happened there. They had their options and chances, and they just couldn't put it away. So second period came along. Now the Leafs, but they were more pressing. They had a lot more pressure on Ottawa. Their zone time was quite up. Anyway, they tried to get that tying goal, and the best part was David Kampf decided he got a goal right at the end of the period from Muzzin and Yarnrock. Anyway, it was a nice goal. It was right in front. Anyway, he got right by, put it right between the legs of Forsberg. It's a great goal. 1-1. Good period for the Leafs. And then period 3 opened. Now, period 3 was a lot more eventful. Play basically opened up for the Leafs. They were playing quite well. The zone time again up as usual. Better transition game too. They were actually starting to move through the neutral zone a lot. But the next goal came in was from William Nylander. He came in on a power play goal. It was a beautiful goal, by the way. If anyone has a chance to watch the play on that, go for it. It came from John Tavares, and then it was sent over to Matthews, who sent a beautiful pass across the ice, and Nylander just put it right over Forsberg's arm, right at the top corner. A little later on, a bad clearing attempt happened. It was in the Toronto end. Fortunately, Samsonov, for whatever reason, didn't see the puck. He was looking completely in a different direction. Anyway, Giroux ended up finding it, and he put it right into the net. And it came from DeBrincat and Thomas Chabot. So anyway, that ended up tying the game again, 2-2. Unfortunately, it deflated the goal that Nylander had. I mean, everyone thought that was the winner, but it didn't. 18:05, Justin Hall, he decided to pinch and help. Anyway, he ended up with Michael Bunting right in front of the net, and they decided to take a shot at Forsberg. Anyway, it looked like Justin Hall had his stick on the puck. Anyway, put it right by Forsberg, and that ended up being the game winner. So good for Justin Hall. I mean, he's had his issues with, defensive mistakes, and criticism, and I haven't been shy of it. I'll be honest with you. But he ended up getting the game winner, and that's a good redeemer for Mr. Hall. So anyway, that was where the Maple Leafs won 3-2. Now takeaways: Leafs looked really good in their offensive end. It's improving. They're getting the great zone time and the pressure that we are usually to see. Defense are still working on the trust with their new goalies. You can tell because the way the clearing and who has what. You can see that the Leafs are struggling a little bit trying to figure out, does the goalie have the puck or not? A few times now where this happened. And another trend I've been noticing with the Leafs, a lot of late winning goals. Team has been basically a little flat at the beginning of the game, the first period. Either they've had strong defensive play against them, or they've just not come out flying like they usually do. They ended up having the slower start. But anyway, hopefully they can clean that up and get that better. As the game wears on, I find the Maple Leafs are much stronger. But other than that, that's basically what I took away from the game. But I'm very happy about the win. And I think I'm going to end the video here. So if you like what we're doing with our content, please hit the like or subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got some value out of it. If you want to know more about content we're doing, please hit the notification bell on the right. With that, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.